Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. I know you are. I'm not going to say it. We have visitors from another country here. I love it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Tuesday. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much. Have a seat. We have a lot. We have a great show today. Thank you, everybody. We have a great show. We have our buddy Gene Burstyn, who is pro Alan Burstyn's brother from Dancing with the Stars. Gene will be here. McCrae from Big Brother will be here. We have. And by the way, I love a good fancy movie theater. I'm going to give you a preview of the newest fancy movie theater in the Twin Cities and wait till you see it. Yeah, it's really cool. But right now, she has the prettiest earrings in this zip code. Give it up for Kendall, everybody. Hello.
Oh, do you think that, huh?
I do think that. You know, Kendall, rightfully, you bust me on the fact that if I'll compliment you on something and you'll say, Jason, I've worn this before. But I honest to goodness, I don't remember those earrings. And I gave you a compliment. I said, they're beautiful. But you said I compliment them every time you wear them?
You say something every time,
okay.
Which is great. Go ahead, but you know it's.
I know
funny.
they're
all
pretty.
Laugh about
they're
it.
pretty. I do like them a lot. Yeah.
Thanks,
now,
Jace. I like your getup as well. It's very traditional Americana.
My getup. My getup.
I call this a getup.
My costume. Yeah. Oh. I had my new little weird, I had a kind of a bright suit yesterday, and then I have new round glasses. I bought 3 glasses, and I'll be rotating them. People were all very nice, but the opinions, like this one woman, her name was Barb. Barb wrote me a very sweet email. She made it very clear she does not enjoy the round glasses. She goes, she said she felt like she was watching a Harry Potter spoof. So yeah.
Oh.
I laughed. I thought it was funny. Yeah. But don't worry, Barb. I'm back. Tomorrow I have some new little black ones. So, I need variety. I want to mix it up a little bit. Speaking of mixing it up, and if Barb had problems with my glasses yesterday, I wonder what she felt like when she saw producer Ted shirtless. Because, I know, our boss, let me tell you, you guys know, TV friends, I tell you everything. I go into a meeting with our boss, Marion Mim Davey, and Mim goes, she calls me Jack. She only calls me Jason when I'm in trouble. She is, Jack, great show today. But I probably could have lived my entire life without seeing Ted shirtless. And I said, yeah. And we laughed. Oh, no, it was a joke. He's her employee. And I laughed. Well, Mim, get ready, because I didn't get to really watch this closely. So yesterday, WWE superstar Kurt Angle was on our show as we kicked off season 5. And Ted had a surprise, because, wrestlers, what do they call it, Jeff? They have like a challenge, So watch what happened. We surprised Kurt with a challenge from our producer Ted. Look at this.
Okay, stop the interview. Kurt Angle, you may have all those championships and titles, that gold medal. Well, let me tell you something. That occurred on cable. And when you and your jabroni friends come to Fox, things are gonna be a little different. When you feel that producer's elbow, you're gonna wish you were on cable.
Oh, not again.
He's single. Audience, there's a lady from Sweden here, I believe. Ted can be yours if the price is right. That's right, yeah. Take him back to Sweden.
Oh, gosh.
Fantastic.
I didn't need to see that again either.
I know.
I didn't need to see it again.
Mim is rolling her eyes right now. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. By the way, the WWE on Fox on Friday nights. Well, first up, the tension is high in the ballroom. Dancing with the Stars had its first elimination last night, and the judges are switching things up. I like this. Switching up the structure. Here are a few highlights. So good! Last week's high-scoring couple, James Vanderbeek and Emma Slater, opened the show with an energetic cha-cha. Yeah. And what was funny was they said on the episode I watched last night, James did a spoof of Dancing with the Stars on a short-lived sitcom he was on, the B in Apartment 23 or whatever. And he had already kind of done it, and now he had to really do a cha-cha for real. He's really good.
And he's really good looking.
Yeah. You forget, ladies, you forget James Vanderbeek is a very good-looking guy.
I didn't forget.
No.
I did not forget.
No, even the Marlboro Man is like, he's good-looking. Yeah. Also, Kate Flannery, from The Office, saw an improvement from last week. She was overshadowed a bit by immediate frontrunners, but her foxtrot from last night seems to place her as a serious contender. She was busy last night. She was also on a very Brady renovation too last night.
Was she?
She was. She is good friends, real friends with Jan. Jan Brady, Eve Plum. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were digging through Jan's storage unit. But anyway, after...
What?
Well, yeah, Jan has a storage unit in Los Angeles where she keeps all of her Brady Bunch memorabilia. And yeah, it's too long. Anyway, after 2 hours of live performances, we saw the first elimination of the season. Now, as I said, they're changing things up this time. Judges now vote to see which pair they want to keep from the bottom two. I loved this. They saved pro football player Ray Lewis last night, meaning Mary Wilson from the Supremes said goodbye. Yeah. Well, you know what? I love you, Mary. She's a legend, but it was time. It was. Coming up later in the show. I know, I love Mary, but
she just wasn't very good at the dance.
Yes, it is a competition. You got to remember that. Coming up later in the show, like I said, we're getting behind-the-scenes scoop from dancing pro Gene Burston, whose brother Alan, I think, is going to take this year. I'm telling you, yeah. I love Gene. Next in the dish, Gotham City may have found a new menace. Jonah Hill, listen to this, is in early talks to join the next Batman movie as a villain. Now, folks are saying he could either be the Riddler or the Penguin. According to the Hollywood Reporter, both Jonah and Warner Brothers can't seem to decide which role he's going to play. He would star alongside new Bat guy Robert Pattinson, who's already set to play the Caped Crusader. The Batman will hit theaters June 2021. We have a really long time to wait for this. But yeah, I will admit this, that at first when we did the story about Robert Pattinson being Batman, I rolled my eyes. I did the typical Jason, ugh. The more I think about it, the more I'm getting to be all right with the thought of him. I think he actually might be a decent Batman.
He could. He could come off as a rich, brooding man.
Yeah. Well, he brooded as...
He's got to, get burlier, though.
Like a little beefier?
Yeah. When I think of him, I think of, really pale and chain-smoking cigarettes, not like Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm with you, Kendall. Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
Because I don't think, when I think of Batman, I don't think of a slight man.
No.
I think of a little, but then again, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton wasn't exactly beefy, and he's still one of my favorite Batmans. Batman.
I
don't know what the proper pronunciation. He's one of my favorite Batmans.
Bat
Peoples, yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
I can't wait to tell you this next story. Next in the dish, an absolutely bizarre story out of Louisiana. It is a showdown between a dog owner and Casper, the truck stop camel. It all started at a petting zoo at a truck stop. Yes, you heard me right. It is a petting zoo at a truck stop. A man, thank you. Is that the actual camel? Oh, that is, you're looking at the actual camel. A man was tossing treats into Casper's enclosure, leading his wife's deaf dog to hop the fence. And yes, audience, I'm not making this up. So there's a camel at a truck stop so far, and we now have a deaf dog. The deaf dog hops the fence and goes into the enclosure to get the treats. Then the wife ran after the deaf dog, but didn't get too far because Casper the camel, who by the way weighs 600 pounds, sat on her. No, it gets better. So the camel, in a defense mechanism, because that's what they do. I read about this. They sit as a. So the camel sat on the woman. So because she was trapped, she did the unexpected and bit his ghibli bits. So let's review. We have a camel at a truck stop, which right there is a funny story right there.
Yep.
We have a camel, check. Camel at a truck stop.
Okay.
Deaf dog.
Yep.
Deaf dog running into camel enclosure.
Yep.
Woman, by the way, without her dentures, running in. I'm not making that up. Woman, sans dentures, running after deaf dog into camel enclosure. Camel sits on woman without dentures. Woman without dentures bites his ghibli bits.
It happened. Wasn't she from Florida?
What?
Wasn't she from Florida?
And she's from Florida. Yeah.
America.
God bless America. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Coming up. You know me, I love a great luxury movie theater with all the trimmings and the goodies. Well, folks, I'm going to give you an exclusive sneak peek at the newest fancy theater coming to the Twin Cities. Then he's our own dynamo on the dance floor. Gene Burstyn is back with us to break down last night's Dancing with the Stars. And, of course, inside scoop from his brother, Pro Allen. And we're down to the final three on Big Brother. Who's going to take it all? Show legend and our buddy McCrae is back with his expert analysis. That is still ahead. Stay right there.
Judith Light, yes.
And then your mom is played by...
This brand, she's just burst onto the scene. Her name's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, she's brand new. Gwyneth plays your mom!
She plays my mother!
How cool is that?
It's crazy. It's truly crazy. And I don't feel beautiful enough to be her child, but I'll go with it.
You have to get goopified.
I know. Everybody has been asking me, like, did you get goop tips and free goop stuff? And I'm like, what an idiot I am that I didn't immediately go for the jugular with that. I didn't ask for anything.
You didn't?
No, I got nothing.
So she must have, like, you shake her jacket and stuff will fall out. It's like, dude, give me some moon dust, man.
I know, I need something.
Give me something. Ben Platt, by the way, it's his birthday today. On Jimmy Fallon dishing about working with Gwyneth Paltrow. They star in Ryan Murphy's The Politician. It comes out on Netflix on Friday, and the trailer looks really, really good. By the way, Kendall brought up a very good point because, you know, I always say we get emails about everything. I mean, no matter what we say, we should tell you the camel is totally okay. The camel is fine.
Camel's okay.
Because you're right. Kendall's like, Jason, make sure you say that because you're going to get an email. And yeah. More late night for you. Kimmel points out, this is crazy, everybody. There was a flub at the Emmys, and a big one. During Sunday's ceremony, the Emmys honored conductor Andre Previn in the in memoriam segment. But the picture they showed was not him. It was another conductor right there, Leonard Slatkin, who is very much alive. So, of course, Jimmy had him on the show. Look at this.
Music director. Now, I guess my first question is, are you dead right now?
Some people might wish that, especially among my conductor colleagues, but no, I was really quite shocked to learn that in giving their best to Andre Previn, they wound up giving their worst to me.
Well, you might be the only person who's ever seen his own in memoriam, so that's something.
Not quite.
No.
I had that happen to me a few years ago.
What?
The great film critic Roger Ebert.
Wow.
The great film critic Roger Ebert had me go to the Chicago Sun-Times. It's about 25 years ago, and he said, "Would I like to see my obituary?" I said, "Sure."
I don't know if I want to see that. Yeah. We should say Fox and the Emmy producers apologized for the error. Yeah, that is quite the error. I mean, it's pretty.
Whoops,
you can
he's not
kind of
dead.
confirm or deny someone's dead as a doornail. Yeah. Well, speaking of the Emmys, the hostless award show proved to be kind of a ratings disaster. This year's Emmys hit an all-time low. Around 6.9 million people tuned in to the show here on Fox on Sunday. That marks a 32% drop from last year's ceremony. Yeah, that's the story right there. The drop, when you hear the percentage, that's what makes it scary. Last year it was on NBC because, again, the Emmys rotate from network to network every year. So the one on NBC last year had just over 10 million viewers. The show pulled in decent numbers with folks 18 to 49, but still low, another low in that demographic. The last time the Emmys went without a host was back in 2003. I'm telling you, I said it yesterday. I'm not going to, if you go back to our YouTube channel if you want to see my full commentary. I think it worked for the Oscars. I do not think it worked for the Emmys. I do not. It didn't. It seemed very discombobulated.
Yep.
Yep. I think you need somebody to keep the train moving. You really do. And there was just and a professional.
I don't. As much as it might sound bad, I don't think anybody who's watching would care. The Oscars has a lot more really big stars, so you get that like star power.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. The Emmys, it's a lot of TV, and sometimes you don't know half the people up there. So I think what you're saying is right. You need somebody to help like roll that ball and introduce it.
Keep it going. Yes. And get rid of those lame bits. We don't want them. I'd rather see reunions of great TV cast all night long. Just bring in the cast of Webster. And I don't know why I pulled out Webster, but I mean.
Who's Webster?
Webster was a show on that guy remembers Webster. It was on ABC on Friday nights. And it starred Emmanuel Lewis. And the blue. Remember the dumbwaiter? Oh, the dumbwaiter, and Webster was in the dumbwaiter. Yeah, the opening credits I love. But anyways, on Friday nights on ABC, right before Dallas. I mean, I watched Webster and then I watched Dallas. Yeah.
Okay.
Still ahead, you guys. You guys send me the funniest stuff. Wait till you see the latest collection in our Jason Show mailbag when we come back. Back after this. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is time once again to open up the Jason Show mailbag. Here we go. I love it. We get the best letters and we really do go through them. If we don't get back to you right away, we're a small staff. We do apologize in advance, but we will eventually get to them. First up, I got a letter from a woman named Diane, and this was so sweet. She was moving her mom into assisted living and came across, here's the letter right here, and came across right here these postcards in her mother's belongings. These are vintage postcards from the South Fork Ranch in Dallas. Now, anybody that knows me knows that Dallas is my all-time favorite show. It means a great deal to me, and eventually I'll be building a replica of this house. But and she found this in her mom's collectibles, and it's just the sweetest thing. There are
so
two
cool.
little sets of them, and they don't sell these anymore because I was just there. These are vintage, girl. These are very old. So Diane, thank you so much. It was very nice of you. Now, okay, this next one came into the office, and I laughed hysterically. I love this woman. We received a cookbook from a woman who lives in the Iron Range who sounds like a party girl. It is called Let's Party, Recipe Stories and Silliness from Minnesota's Iron Range Recipe Diva. No, audience. No. Iron Range Recipe Diva / former go-go dancer. That's right. Look, I have a lot of cookbooks. I have Martha Stewart's. I have I have never received one from a former go-go dancer. This is the best. And she marked, she was very nice. She helped produce this segment. She put little Post-its where we should call attention to.
Okay.
She is a party girl. So I think we should have her on the show. I think we're going to try to get her on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tantalizing hors d'oeuvres.
Tantalizing hors d'oeuvres, that's right. Yes. Yeah, she does it all. And she goes, for a good time, buy this book. That's right, yeah.
Love it.
Okay, finally, this happened this morning, and we guffawed out loud. Now, and I'm not joking, we really did. Finally, I received this package this week from a woman named Jean. And the letter says this, okay? The letter reads, Dear Jason, my name is Jean. Every day I record your TV show in the morning, and we have dinner together in the early evening. No matter how my day has been, what physical pain or emotional conflict I have felt, you do me the favor of bringing a smile into my face, and it makes it all better. I hope this returns the favor and brings a smile to your face as well. So if you remember back a few weeks ago, I visited, as I always do, the rummage sale in Shoreview, where I laughed my butt off at that thing right there. It is a baby in a sheep onesie riding a porpoise. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me what it was. Well, what it is, and a lot of you let me know, it is called a snow baby, and they're actually valuable, and it's part of a collection. Well, we let that snow baby stay at the rummage sale to be sold, so I never took him home. I didn't have one until today! Because of Jean, we have our very own snow baby! So Jean, I will tell you, I rotate stuff on the desk over there, but as long as this show and I are breathing, the boy in a sheep costume on top of a porpoise will be sitting on my desk. That's right.
He has a cute butt.
He does. The whole weekend, I got to tell you, this is how much y'all care, and I appreciate it. We did that story on a Friday. And all weekend long, I spent the weekend reading your emails telling me what this exactly was. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. Still ahead. Gene Burson is in the house. We're talking Dancing with the Stars when we return. Back after this. I'm putting this on the desk right now. Welcome back, everybody. The porpoise has been placed on the desk. Thanks again to Gene. Well, earlier in the hot dish, we showed you a highlight from this week's, from week 2 rather, of Dancing with the Stars. But one star and her pro, Alan Burstyn from Minnesota, could be considered, they are, the new front runners after this performance. That is former Bachelorette Hannah Brown performing a Viennese waltz with Alan, earning 8s across the board. Here with some behind-the-scenes scoop is Alan Burstyn's brother, our good friend, a dancing pro here in Minnesota. Give it up for Gene, everybody. Welcome back. This is what, his 3rd year as a pro? 3rd cycle? 3rd or 4th? I don't remember. 4th. Yeah, I think it's his 4th. How are they gelling? Because, you know, there's chemistry involved. How are Alan and Hannah?
I think you guys see it on TV. They're a very good power couple, as we say, in the dance industry.
Yeah, and I think she's really good. And because what do you have to do when you have a partner that isn't quite there? I mean, what do you have to work a little extra hard, I would imagine?
She is very, very talented.
Yeah.
And not just in the way she moves, the way she speaks, her look, everything. She has the total package, and she's such a hard worker. So just having everything means nothing if you don't work hard. And she's
because you can have all of it. Because, Gene, you know a little bit about the rehearsal schedule, because it's crazy How long are his days?
The trick there, when you're doing things like this, you don't look at the clock.
Yeah, because it's an all day. Like they're in
It's all
rehearsal.
day.
Like right now, probably as well. It's what 8:30 in LA.
He's probably sleeping right now.
Probably sleeping right now. The next day after the show, but they start working on the next week's dance probably today, don't they?
Yeah.
They at least find out what it is today.
Yeah.
Oh my! Well, you need to be as young as Alan and Gene to keep up with that schedule. So yeah. Is he still enjoying it? Is he still enjoying being on the show?
He loves it.
Yeah.
And he loves the opportunity to showcase his skills, his talents, his love for dance. And
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Because you guys have been dancing your whole lives, right? When did you guys start?
21, 22 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Long time ago.
What is your favorite particular style? What do you think you are what style of dancer you think you're the most proficient in?
The one I think,
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on the day, but everyone says my jive is the best.
The
so
jive?
I'm a jiver.
What is the most, because again, and we'll tell you how, y'all need to take lessons, and we'll tell you how to get a hold of Gene, but what is the most difficult, because I've said this on the show, of all reality shows, I would be the most afraid to do Dancing with the Stars because I can't dance. What is the hardest dance for a beginner to try to learn, do you think?
I mean, they're all very hard, especially
Yeah.
if you've never ballroom danced before. Viennese waltz that Alan and Hannah did yesterday is such a tough one because it's so intricate. The speed of the song is so fast. It doesn't seem so fast, but the movements, when it happens, you don't have time to think.
Yeah.
So it's...
What is his favorite? I don't want to do deficiency because I don't want to give his competitors any advantage. What is Alan's specialty? What do you think is his brother? And as you've watched him over the years, what do you think he
Right.
does the best?
So, the best thing my brother does, I think I do this too. We cater.
I love you, Gene.
You know, it's
Yeah.
being humble right now.
Exactly.
We cater to our students. He caters to his partners. So he doesn't just go my way or highway. He makes sure everything he does is for Hannah right now. So Hannah looks the best she can look.
So he does, and I don't know if a lot of people know this. So it isn't a bunch of producers. Alan is choreographing these routines. Am I right on that?
Yes.
So how do you do that? Like, so he finds out, do they know the dances in advance? Do the pros know the dances in advance?
So the show just ended yesterday. Today he gets the dance, and then like 4 days to create the dance, the show.
What? So he is just learning today what they're going to have to dance live on Monday night.
That's right.
So between now and then, he not only has to choreograph it, teach her,
Yeah.
do the camera blocking all in less than a week now.
He'll choreograph that in 10 minutes. Of course, it gets adjusted.
Yeah.
My brother's so creative. That's why he's on the show. He's so smart with dancing.
Yeah,
all these
he's.
things.
Even before I'll say this, and Gene knows how I feel. Even before Gene and I became real friends, when he was filling in and he was, in the like the junior varsity round, I just thought he has it. You know what I mean? I knew, and he comes across so nice. And is he getting used? Because when he was here, when you were both here, I think last year, he still, because he's so nice, is he getting used to the fame that comes with this? Because you guys are just nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys are just nice guys. You're very down to earth. Is he getting used to all the stuff that comes with the notoriety?
So, again, one of the best things about my brother and myself, no,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. My brother, he's so humble. He's so down to earth. And I always ask him, like, how's this couple look? He says, every single dancer on the show is amazing. And it's just such an honor for him to be around such good people. And he's so down to earth.
He is. Because I picked that up, and I don't like to make anybody uncomfortable, but, people on social media are like, ask him if he's single, and ask him, and I said no, because he's very private, and I think that adds to me, that adds to his charm, that he doesn't put it all out there. I like that he keeps things close. That's how you guys are raised, right?
Yeah.
You don't talk about stuff like that.
Well, I was going to say, because everyone's asking, are they dating? I'm surprised you haven't asked yet.
No, well, I don't know. You know why I didn't ask? And I think because I don't think it's any of our business. And if they're going to dance, and again, because I would like to know, but I'm just saying, but because, I know his desire is to keep that stuff private, and he doesn't like that aspect of fame. I like to be polite, but are they dating?
Well, I had to say it before you asked, so I was going to say this. my brother is the most honest person ever. If it happens, it's real. It's not going to be for TV. And right now, they're both being very professional. It's all about the dancing.
I
And
noticed,
think
though,
you can
Gene,
tell.
you said right now, but that's okay.
No.
Yo, if you want to get a hold of Gene for more information, we'll put this segment on Facebook a little bit later. For more information, take lessons from this guy. dancewithusamerica.com.
That's right.
Gene Burston, everybody. Coming up,
Thank you.
getting people out of the house and back into the movie theater. I got to check out the brand new state-of-the-art theater opening soon in the Twin Cities. Wait till you see what they're putting in this place. That's next when we come back. Thank you, my friend. Great as always. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, a night at the movies in the Twin Cities is getting a whole lot fancier. A theater in Eagan is being completely renovated, and I mean gutted, making room for Imagine Entertainment. Now, this is one of several theaters that Imagine has in the area. Features like heated recliners, that's right, heated seats, a full-service bar, and axe throwing. They were so nice, they invited the Jason Show in for a little preview of what you will soon find at a theater near you. Look at this. Yeah, before you get to say something, I'll say it. I'm way overdressed in a construction area, but that's okay. This is John. John is the bigwig. You're the guy here at Imagine. What are we looking at here? Or I should say, what will we soon be looking at?
Hopefully the most beautiful theater in the Twin Cities area.
I think so, I think so. First thing people are gonna see when they come in, you're adding a fireplace.
Yes.
I've never seen a fireplace in a movie theater. Is this your first one doing it?
No, I've had fireplaces before, but they've been much smaller.
Yeah.
But people seem to really like them, so we've sort of gotten bigger as people have expressed to us their joy with it. It's a place to sit down, you have a bite, have something to drink before your show or after your show. Just make it a little bit more comfortable.
If you want to be active before the movie, well, what are we looking at down there? What's going to be in that room down there?
That is going to be our axe throwing facility.
Okay.
This is an overall entertainment venue. That's the way we see the business. The movie theater has become a community center for people to get out of their house and to do things that they can't have in their house.
Finally, the screening room concept, new to this market.
Being able to rent a theater and having personal control of the movie theater. You can come in, tell us when to start the movie, tell us to pause it so that everyone can go to the bathroom, then we'll start it up again. I mean, it really puts the control with the consumer so that they feel that they're not on our schedule, but we're on their schedule.
And they can watch whatever they want on there.
Whatever they want. They can watch a new release movie and we'll handle the studio and paying what we need to pay in order to license that film, or they can bring in a DVD of their own. They can bring in a home movie if they want and show home movies all day. We don't care. Our machines can handle all types of content.
Well, speaking of machines and content, you're getting ready to see, I haven't seen this, a screen being put up, one of the largest, probably the largest in our market. And so let's go look at the auditorium. Let's go. Here we are. We are inside one of the auditoriums. This theater really hasn't been renovated, this space, since the late 80s, early 90s. So we're literally going to be going from the 80s to 2019 in a snap. Look at this. Not a lot of people get to see this. They are installing the movie screen right now, and this is going to be one of the biggest screens in our market. Another cool thing about the auditoriums here at Imagine, look at this right here. This is the cuddle couch. Is that the technical term? The cuddle chair. I want to get the term. That is the cuddle chair. Again, new to this market. It's going to be down in the front row, and you're going to be able to get these tickets at a discounted rate. You can also raise the armrest just in case you want to cuddle.
Does anyone want to cuddle?
Whatever, Ted. Anyway, my final really cool thing, and you know I nerd out on stuff like this. If you look up, over, all over, you'll see over 70 speakers in this auditorium. You are surrounded by sound. Above you, on the sides, behind the screen, under Ted. I mean, they're all over the place.
Any takers? Anybody want to cuddle with Ted? Right there. Oh, come up here and cuddle with Ted real quick.
Oh God, that is hysterical.
You look lonely. Scoot over.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, God. Just living the dream here. What movie are we watching?
Ted kills me. He got a date out of that one. So, yeah. Imagine, by the way, in Eagan opens next Thursday. This is crazy. I was in there. Y'all saw the condition of that. We shot that when? How long did we shoot that? 2 weeks ago? We shot that 2 weeks ago. I look at the owner of the company and go, are y'all going to be done? But I guess they are. It is really beautiful, and I really appreciate them. And I'll just say this. You may be hearing my voice every so often in that theater. That's right. They're going to let me yell at people for talking. Yeah. Still ahead, who will win it big? Who will win it all on Big Brother? We've got an expert in next. Big Brother legend McCrae is back with his thoughts on the latest season when we return. Back after this, everybody. Imagine.
I'm struggling with this puzzle, and I look over, and of course, Mickey is thriving. He is doing stupendously. Who knew he was good at puzzles? And Holly's not far behind. Come on. I need to pull it together, pick up the pace so I don't fall behind.
Yeah, you do. That's a clip from Sunday's episode of Big Brother on CBS. It is getting down to the wire. Only 3 contestants remain: Holly, Jackson, a.k.a. Mickey, and Nicole. One of the final 3 will be named the winner this week after living in isolation. We got to talk about this all summer long. Joining us now with someone who knows what it's like to be in the Big Brother house, season 15 finalist and now basically our employee, McCrae Olsen, everybody. Big Brother legend.
How's it going?
Okay. So I always want to think of folks too that maybe don't watch Big Brother with the frequency that we do. So we're down to the final 3. Nicole is really the underdog, would you say?
Absolutely.
Why?
Nicole just hasn't had a lot of the alliances that some of the other people have. The other 2 are in a showman.
Yeah.
So they've had each other the whole season. Nicole really hasn't had anyone, and she's had to struggle through a lot of, just problems in the house, I guess, really.
Okay, let me give you a scenario. Let's say Mickey wins, and again, you gotta help me out here. If Mickey wins, he gets to take someone with him.
Yes, on finale tomorrow night, yes, they'll play a competition, and it's going to be like a Q&A type competition. If he wins, he gets to choose between Holly or Nicole on who he wants to sit next to in the final 2.
And then Holly again, Holly's the one he's in the showmance with.
Yeah.
So do you think he will choose Holly?
Yes, I think that he has to take Holly. I don't think he can win against Nicole sitting next to her. If Holly ends up winning, I think she might have to cut Jackson, actually. So, they could cut that showmance off.
And you were saying he's controversial. Why?
He's made a lot of remarks in the house that are very problematic. Yes.
Oh, this is this dude.
Yes.
He has survived this whole summer?
And so you have to kind of separate the game player from the game, I guess. And it's like, well, he did play a pretty good game, but he's a terrible human.
Yeah.
One of those kind of things.
He's a horrible human, audience, according to McCrae. Okay, explain the jury system again, because now it goes down to the final 2, and then they go before a jury.
Yeah, so there's 9 of them, I believe, that are the previous house guests. They all got sequestered in a nice, beautiful jury house. So now they get to end up voting. They vote for who's going to win at the end. So if you wronged a lot of them, if you were a jerk to them, then they might not vote for you.
Do you like that scenario of the jury?
So in the UK, a lot of time, or in the UK, the public votes, general public. In America, we have our players vote. I think that's a better system, to be honest.
Why?
Because you were in the house, you experienced things that happened in the house. Maybe you don't know everything that happened in the house, but to me, you were there. I want to tip my hat to someone that bested me. And I think that I don't trust America's judgment. Sorry, America.
Well, who do you think will then, you having been on the show, you experienced it, you've watched the season, who do you think deserves to win?
Deserves is
not
always
who you think will win. Who do you think deserves to win?
Deserves is always a really tough word because what is deserving?
Okay,
I mean, it's tough. I think Nicole probably deserves to win. But Jackson also kind of deserves to win. He played an actually crazy game, had to win through a lot of stuff. He also faced a lot of adversity in the house. But yeah, just this real problem that he's a jerk and a bad
human, in your words.
Yes, exactly.
and we were talking into the commercial break. I don't know if our studio audience heard. I was connecting the dots, and there's one thing to hear. Oh, Big Brother, you're sequestered in a house for 3 months or 4 months. There is another thing, it just hit me like a lightning bolt. These people have been without social media, without television, without anything since June. Since the last time that McCrae was here when we were at TCO for Vikings Week back in June.
Yeah.
That's a long time, and I never really thought about it that heavily. What is it like when you get out?
It is absolutely insane. Like, you haven't driven a car for 3 months. Getting in your car and driving feels alien. It feels like you're on a different planet. You're constantly checking for your mic pack, like we talked about on that one. You know, you feel like everyone's watching you still, or you feel like there's cameras on you. Like, it's a weird, there is a lot of like it screws with your head, very much so. And there is like, everyone has a secret, but no one will tell you. Everyone just watched you the whole entire summer. Your friends, your family watched you for over 100 days and saw like you sleeping and snoring. So now when you come back, everyone's like kind of like looking at you. Like, again, I feel like it's like coming back from jail. I really do believe that.
You kind of feel like, and I'm not making a joke, like a science experiment.
Oh, it is. And I mean, that is the nature of the game. And that's actually what happens yeah.
Did you get sick of talking about it? Like, you know, day 2, day 3 of your freedom. Did you get a little, because again, people are looking at you like, hey.
Yes.
You know,
well, a lot of times people will ask you the same questions over and over again. Are you still with Amanda? Whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
And for the record, I haven't asked you that since your first appearance. But yes,
exactly. But the thing is that, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you didn't see. You have such a narrow perspective inside the house. Everyone outside has an omniscient perspective where they can see everything in the house.
Good point.
So, like, there's a lot of times that, you know, people, like, kind of fill you in. Like, this is what kind of was happening. And, like, it's weird to hear people tell you your memories. If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, they're basically filling in gaps in what you saw or remembered.
Yes, it's surreal. It's so surreal. It's still surreal.
I can imagine. Give it up for McCrae, everybody. So follow McCrae on Twitter. Search McCrae Chum right there. Bloop. Kendall's coming back when we return. Back after this, everybody. Thank you, my friend. As always, Welcome back. Kendall joins me again. Hey, by the way, I'm always appreciative when people come to see us, especially during the fall and winter. I was telling our studio audience today, you know, in the summer, our studio audience is filled to we are filled to capacity. Fall and winter, I get it, y'all are back to your schedules, but please come see us. You're in by 9:15, you're out by 11:15. So on that note, I am so grateful to today's audience that they're each receiving a Season 5 Jason Show mug. So that's right, the very coveted, believe me, audience, people ask Aaron Schwab on the streets for those things. Yes. So yeah, they're so congratulations on that one. Before we go, Oprah was on Ellen yesterday and talked about a recent star-studded vacation that Oprah was on with Bradley Cooper, Katy Perry, among others. They all traveled on a big fancy yacht with designer Diane von Furstenberg and Barry Diller. Oprah revealed that I knew this about her, she doesn't love playing games, like board games, but ended up playing, and it got a little competitive. Listen to this.
They play Boulder Dash a lot. And then Bradley Cooper had a game called Witches and Wolves and Villagers.
Yes.
Wolves and Villagers.
Yes.
That's a complicated game.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Filled with judgment.
Yeah. So did y'all all get in a fight? Because it can get kind of competitive.
Well, it was pretty competitive.
Who was the most competitive there?
I'd say Bradley, Katy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. Katy was here last week, and she didn't tell me about that, but she's competitive.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I would think that
I'm just like, it's a game, people. Aren't we on vacation?
Right.
Come on. Yeah.
No. Oprah, I love you, and I look forward to you coming on our show in January, please. But no, I don't mess around with board games. I am so competitive, like Taboo. Oh, I will cut somebody playing Taboo. Yeah, I take it very seriously. Are you that way?
Not at all. I feel like Oprah. I'm like, y'all just take another sip of your cocktail.
Oh,
You're
we
fine.
should play Taboo then. Let's do that on camera. Let's play Taboo and we'll record it and we'll be on the team together Because if you're a slacker and if you're not
Now I'm a slacker.
If you're not pulling your weight, oh no, girl. No, it won't be pretty. Tomorrow on The Jason Show, we're talking road trips. A local travel blogger is here with the best spots in Minnesota to enjoy this fall season, plus a preview of the always popular Junk Bonanza. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.